feels like it, feels devastating when it first happens. Redundancy is not personal, it's a business decision, an organizational decision, and it's out of your control. I'm Graham Carter. I help HR leaders to improve skills and performance through providing learning solutions with impact. In other words, I work in learning and development. I've been made redundant 3 times. The first time that I was made redundant, it was a hammer blow. I was in a job that I absolutely loved in a completely different field. Um, I was coaching, I was a sales coach, um, and I loved my job. It had variety, and it was a hammer blow. Um, Thankfully, um, I took the leap. I had a reasonable package from my employer, having been there for several years. They wanted me to stay. I was offered opportunities to stay. It was a large organisation. I could have stayed, but I didn't want to stay doing a job that I didn't want to do. So I took the leap and I took a career switch, went back into education that I used to work in a completely different part of that. I learnt lots of new skills in that role, progressed through that, and then lo and behold, um, 8 years later, I think it was, I was made redundant again. And at that point, I took the opportunity to really sit and refresh and reflect and think about what mattered to me. And what I've come to understand is that what matters to me is helping other people to be the best they can be. And so I took the leap into learning and development. I found another job that I really loved. And unfortunately, this summer, I had a meeting and I heard those words: I have a statement to read. And I knew what was coming: redundancy number 3. What can I say to any of you out there who are going through redundancy? This 3 times I've been through it, every time it's worked out for the best for me. I've ended up in a role where I've got an opportunity to challenge myself afresh, to learn new skills, um, to kind of recreate myself, to shape myself, to try new things, and to learn. And for me, life is all about learning. It's all about the journey. This time around, in particular, this summer with COVID and with lots of stuff in the media and fear about mass redundancies, and the economy is basically falling off a cliff edge. I took the view that I needed to focus on what I could control. I stopped looking at the media every day. I focused on taking action every day. I started to record a vlog, which I found very helpful to process my thoughts. Um, Feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. It's linkedin.com, Graham Carter CIPD, if you want to connect and see what I've been up to. But essentially, I took the time to reflect on what was important to me, what my strengths were, what I thought I could bring to another role. Um, and through taking action daily, I ended up with a role that I'm really enjoying. It's a fresh challenge. It's working with people that I trust and that trust me. And it's a great opportunity to create something special moving forward. So, in essence, redundancy sucks. Yes, it does. Um, Second time round, I kind of was relieved, I guess, because I wasn't happy in the job I was doing, but it still put pressure on me to find a role, and I still managed to find a role. So stay confident, focus on what you can control, really think about what your strengths are, um, and don't be afraid to take what I would call a career shimmy. That's what I've done, taken bits of what I've done before, and I've basically taken on a role where I'm using a kind of amalgam of stuff I've done before and learning new stuff as well. And as I sign off all of my videos, onwards.